Heat a kadai. Pour the oil in it. Keep the flame on low to medium. Let the oil become hot. Once the oil is hot, add the mustard seeds. The mustard seeds have crackled. Add the urad dal. Reduce the flame so that the pulses don't get burnt. Chana dal, pepper and hing. At this stage you can add cashew nut also if you want. That's optional. Mix it a little. Then add the vegetables starting with onion. Add the onion, curry leaves, green chilies and ginger, finely chopped green chilies and grated ginger. Green chilies, I have taken 1 green chili. You can increase or decrease according to your taste. Onion doesn't have to become brown, it just has to become a little translucent and the raw smell has to go. Then add potatoes finely chopped, soaked in water, otherwise it will become black. Now simultaneously keep water for boiling. The water to suji ratio is 1:2. Some suji tends to absorb more oil, more water. So I have boiled 2.5 cups of water for 1 cup of suji. And the suji I have already taken as roasted suji. We will be roasting it once again. Cover it for a few minutes so that the potatoes become tender. We can add finely chopped or grated carrots, green peas also. I don't have it today, so I'm not adding it. Stir the potatoes in between so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. The potato is half cooked. At this stage, add the vegetables which will get cooked easily. Tomato and capsicum. Mix it well. Add about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. This will give a nice color to the upma. You can avoid it if you want it a white colored upma. Add just a pinch of salt, just enough for the vegetables, so that the vegetables are not bland. Again cover it and cook it for 3-4 minutes. The vegetables are almost cooked. We don't want soggy vegetables in this. We don't want mushy tomatoes. Tomatoes and capsicum, everything should be in chunks like this, but well cooked. The potato is also almost cooked. It will get completely cooked when we add the boiling water to it. This is 1 cup of roasted suji. Add the suji to it. Add about half teaspoon of salt. Remember that we have added salt to the vegetables. You can adjust the salt according to your taste. Roast it well. Mix everything well. At this stage, we can add about 1 teaspoon of ghee to give it a nice rich flavor. Mix it well. You can see that the suji is getting roasted again. The water should be almost boiling at this stage. The water, you should be adding boiling water to this. So normally when upma is made, suji is added to the boiling water, but in that lumps tend to form. In this method, there will be no lumps in the upma, and you don't have to stir it as much as you would stir it the traditional way. The water is boiling, and the suji and the vegetables have been coated well, have blended well, and the suji is well roasted. Keep the ladle like this. When you add the boiling water to the suji, it will tend to splutter a lot. So keep it covered with the lid like this. Keep the flame low. The water is boiling. Add it like this. Reserve a little water because we can add it later if we require. Cover it immediately. After a minute, take it and mix it well. See, there are absolutely no lumps in it. You can see that there are no lumps, and you can just leave it. This will take a little more water, so I am adding the remaining water also. So it is taken 2.5 cups of water for 1 cup of suji. Give it a good mix. Keep the flame on low and leave it. Leave it covered for 2 to 3 minutes. After 2 minutes, the upma is completely done. Switch off the flame. You can call it upma, or you can call it vegetable bath or khara bath of Karnataka. Completely done with the least effort. Bring everything in the center. Cover it. The flame is off. Leave it for 2 to 3 minutes more.